Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Good day, everyone, wherever you all are watching, and those who are present and those who will watch later on. My name is Dr. Naha. I'm a clinical psychologist, psychotherapist, speech and analyst therapist, and today we are going to talk about stress management. And I'm just doing this live on Facebook also, and I'm also going to record this. So just to give you an opinion, okay, just to let you know that I'm going to. It will be on Facebook also, and I'm going to record, so it will be available on my YouTube also. So let me just go live on Facebook and then we will start. Today my presentation is not that long, but just let me start. Just live now. In the moment I will go live, I will share my screen. And if you have any question, you can ask meanwhile, like in the comment section, or you can just wait till the end of the session and I will answer your questions later on. Let me see if I'm live now. Okay. So let me. Can you see this? Can you please raise your hand that you can see the presentation? Can somebody raise their hand? Aisha, can you see the presentation? Please raise your hand.
Assalamu alaikum. No. Yes, ma'am.
Alaikum
Yes.
salam. Okay. Can you see the presentation? आपको आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, ma'am. Show हो रही है.
Let me just admit few people over here. And like as you all see that we are going to talk about so today we are going to talk about stress management and so let's see what stress management is, because in the previous discussion, like our first discussion, we talk about depression and anxiety, and sometimes we are not able to identify between that either it's depression, either it's anxiety, but still there are a lot of things in our life that is creating stress for us, and just because of that stress, it is messing with ourselves, it's messing with our life, it's messing with our emotional health. So we need to understand that what is happening with us and why it's happening with us and what we can do about that. If there's sometimes the stressor in your life is not you could say not that persistent or not that long, but sometimes you're facing problem on daily basis. Sometimes you don't understand that what is happening with you. There's certain things in life, for example, either it's about job, either it's about work that you do, either it's about education, but you have constant stress and you're not able to perform your daily activity. For that, you need to understand that it is the stress and how you're going to manage yourself in that stress. So let's discuss about some important strategies that could help you out. Okay, so this is my little bit introduction, and okay, like I told you, I'm clinical psychologist, psychotherapist, speech and language therapist, and so let's see. Many of us are facing stress in daily life, which could be stressful. And this could be any kind of stressor. For example, it could be stressor in your job. It could be because you're not able to give proper attention to your job. The stressor might be somebody's fighting with you, somebody's against you, or somebody's having a bad opinion about you. So it could cause stress for you. Sometimes you're not feeling well, you're not feeling okay, you're ill, and that is causing stress for you. So it could be routine activity that could cause for stress. For example, it could be related to your monthly bill, it could be related to your utilities. So those stressor or those challenges could be overwhelming for you, and it could be stressful for you, and that could cause strong emotions in adult and in children also. And it is going to mess around with your health. Like, I'm talking about physical health and emotional health as well. And just because of that health, people start distancing themselves from other people, and it is also making you isolated, and it could make you lonely. It could lead to depression and anxiety, because you are being in constant state of stress, you are being in constant state of terror, you are being in constant state of, you could say, uh, trauma kind of a state. Like, you have panic attacks, you don't know what to do, you're not able to sleep, you're not able to do something properly. So these stress are messing with you. But let's discuss more about those stresses, that how the stress is going to affect you on longer run. Okay, so let's see that what is your stress level. If you are feeling stress, what could be the sign and symptoms that could let you understand that it is stressful, or either stress, either anxiety, either depression. You could have depression or anxiety when the stress is prolonged. But you're sometimes, um, you said that you're not feeling okay, but you go to the doctor and doctor said that your heart is normal, you don't have temperature. But even then you feel body pain, you're not able to sleep. What could be the other symptoms that could understand you, that could let you understand, that could help you understand about your stress. You will feel that your muscles are tense and painful muscle, and you will feel pain around your
Please tell
muscle.
in Urdu.
Sometimes you would experience that your shoulder and your back, this is um, your shoulder and your back is hurting, and you don't understand that what is happening with you. Sometimes you might feel pain in your chest, sometimes you might feel that chest congestion, stomach issue, headaches, digestive issue, you're not able to digest the food. It might include nausea, might include vomiting, diarrhea, and constipation. Okay, why I give the example of sexual well-being, because sometimes it could mess with your um, uh, health as a whole, that a woman could go through hormonal changes. So it is also important to understand that why it's happening with that person. um, it could cause irregular periods in a woman, it could cause a problem with the man, it could elevate your blood pressure, it could elevate your heart rate. You might feel that your heart is racing, you might feel that your heart is palpitating very high, or you could understand, or you could hear your heartbeat. And the other thing that could be, when you're in stress, what is actually happening when somebody's stressed, why your whole body is involved with stress. When somebody's in stress, then the stress hormone release cortisol and adrenaline, and that is situated in the area of the stomach, and that is also close to the, in the kidney. It is near to the kidney, and that kidney is also near to the stomach. So when somebody is in stress, that also suppress their hunger, and that's also mess with their GI tract, like gastrointestinal tract. So you need to understand that it is creating problem for you. The other thing is that it could impact your heart rate and blood pressure. You might feel aggression, or you might feel that you're losing, like something is coming in front of your eyes, you're feeling dizziness in your head. So it is totally messing with your body. Now, what is the thing that is going to cause that stress, or how is going to impact you, and how is the stress is, or the thing that is giving you stress is going to impact your whole life or your daily life functioning. But it could be, for example, when you're in a stress, and your thinking is clouded, you're not able to think properly, you have other issues, you cannot understand what is happening with you, and you have thinking fog, you cannot make a proper decision about something. Just because of that, it is going to often jump to conclusion. Like, for example, uh, you might think about something, it might not happen yet. For example, if you are going to school, or if it is raining, you would say that I'm not going to school because the road will be blocked. So it's more like you jump to conclusion without giving it a second thought. So it is when a person jump to conclusion, that it often unhelpful and unfounded, and it is it is giving you the if you are in stress, then you cannot do then you cannot understand that the decision what I need to make. For example, you need to you need to go to office, or you need to do some work. For example, if you're in office, then you have a lot of task in front of you and you don't understand that which task I need to do. Now the next thing is that it is also messing with your vision. For example, you might have a narrow vision about something. You might start feeling very negative about something. It also uh, limit the ability to problem solve and move forward. For example, if you're stressed, then you're not able to make a decision about certain situation. You would not get the idea what you need to do, what you don't need to do, and that is how it is limiting your judgment, limited your conclusion, and you're going to jump to the conclusion so quickly without giving it a second thought, and you're not even understanding that what you're thinking is wrong, what you're thinking is based on your past experience, which might not be helpful, and you're repeating the same mistake again. And that's why you're starting that catastrophic, like you're just making something very big and it's not actually happening over there. And it also means that maximizing the negative and minimizing the positive aspect. So you just heard something that was that happened, that was something that was bad happened to that person, and you just heard it from your friend, and you just took it as a negative experience, and you just So it's more like you're prioritizing yourself and you're enriching yourself, and you know that what you need to do, and it's more like you are giving time to yourself. Okay, so I think my mic was muted. You were able to hear me or not? That is a point. I need to check that. Okay, so let's see about existing stress response. It's more like you are asking this question from yourself. One thing is that, do you run away from or avoid stressful or anxiety inducing situation or not? It is going to determine your coping mechanism. It's going to determine your resistance to that situation and your resistance to that environment, your resistance to other things also. Do you suppress or push out feeling but that is upsetting you or not? It's more like, are you talking about your problems or not? Are you talking about your feelings or not? Are you talking about those things that is upsetting you or not? So you need to understand that how your body is reacting with the environment and how your body is interacting with the environment. Other things are, do you distract yourself from something or not? It could be like, are you keeping yourself busy? It could be drinking, it could be any kind of a bad habit or any kind of avoidance response. Other things are, do you replace bad thought with good thoughts or not? So it means like that, if you have a negative view of the environment, are you going to talk about that or not? Are you ready for that or not? And are you giving yourself a other encounter or not? And the other thing is that, do you talk to yourself about feeling anxious, stress, or worried? If you feel something bad about yourself, do you understand that you're not feeling okay? Do you understand that something is not good with you, something is bad with the environment? So are you aware of yourself, or are you aware of your body or not? The other thing is that, do you seek help in case, for example, it's not necessary that all the time you go to the therapist. It's more like you are reaching out to your friend or not, in the form of therapy, in the form of book, in the form of chatting, in the form of friends, in the form of even writing the log. So these are something that you are doing or not in your life. It's more like, you are, what kind of coping mechanism you are using. Now let's talk about, sometimes we have, if you're not working, then it could be the work, the stress that could be in your workplace. So um, what you need to do about that, when you are in your workplace and you're in your with your friends, you need to increase the psychological safety. How you can do that? Trust and collaborate with reduce the perception that the workplace is a threat. So sometimes triggers are coming from the situation we are going to. For example, sometimes a child has some kind of trauma related to school, so his trigger would be there. If some have people have trauma related to playground, so they might have problem over there. So it depends on the place, it depends on the circumstances that you have in your life, and you need to see that, are you able to encounter them or not, and do you understand that what is your problem and what are your threats and what are your trigger for that the trauma. Other things that, build regular break time, and you need to understand that regular break time is very important for you. And if you're feeling stressed out, just go and walk around, just drink something, some coffee or some juice, so that you feel better and you start doing better, and it is going to recharge you for doing something also. The thing is that, encourage people to use them. And um, it is very important that it's not the capacity of the human body to stress on something for so long. So try to have small breaks meanwhile you're working, so it is going to recharge your body, and you might feel relaxed physically and emotionally too when you're working. Encourage the use of private workspace. For example, sometimes there's a female restroom where women can go and they can sit there, and there's a private place and they can do anything over there, in terms of maybe they want to lie down, maybe they want to take a small nap, or maybe just lay down and do nothing over there. So it is going to help them out. The other thing is that open office must have many discussion that frustration staff will able to concentrate on that. It is more like, if a woman have their own place and men have their own place in certain workplace environment. If we talk about Muslim countries, and if we talk about even other countries too, everyone have their own demand. So either they have that space or not. Another thing is, I said, boundaries are around the time around work also. It means that try to complete your work as much as in the office, and do not try to take workload at home, because it's more like you are living your work. It's not like you are living your life. It will more look like you're living your work. So try to have something for yourself, and try to have a good time for yourself, and try to complete the task in the office and then go home. Okay, there's a border between work and personal life. You need to try the boundaries between personal life and work life, and do not try to blur them, and do not when you're working remotely, So if you schedule yourself, you will get this idea that what I need to do and what you need to do, and according to the schedule, if you will follow that schedule, it will save you a lot of time and it will help you out also. The other thing is create flexible work policies, and it's more like making a routine for yourself. And also juggling work and family life is not easy. So if you have time for something, just do that. And sometimes you need to go and you need to take off from your work, and you need to attend some family emergency. So try not to get upset about that. And it's more like sometimes human being get upset that we are not able to do something at the same time. And if you are physically exhausted, then try to take a step back and do your work. The other thing is that encourage autonomy, and micromanaging stressful from every day give the team autonomy, or in the sense that if you work on your small stressor on daily basis, it is going to help you out to and it is going to prepare you, and it is going to build a resilience in your body for bigger problems in your life. So when you encounter something, try to manage that thing at the spot and find somebody who can talk about. Okay, now let's talk about some effective stress management technique that could help for you. It could be guided imagery, and if you're not able to understand what is guided imagery, it's more like you're thinking about something and you have something in your mind which is pleasant, and it is a happy memory. And if you think about that, and if you feel that you're in that place, it is going to help you out. Another thing is meditation. It's your own way how you're going to do that. Progressive muscle relaxation is also somehow part of guided imagery, but it is more like you're using your body and your muscle to relax, tense and relax at the same time. Deep breathing is also helpful, and when you deep breathe, when you take oxygen inside your body, it is going to cleanse your whole body. Going for a walk, do some physical activity, and have some praise. Aromatherapy is also very helpful. There's some amazing smell around you that is very helpful. For example, a lot of people like the smell of the mud when it is raining around. So it depends on you that what kind of smell you like. Other thing is creativity. It's like art. It could be making something. It could be creating something. So try to have those things in your life. Then healthy diet is also very important, because sometimes, and from healthy diet we mean that try to have proper meals on daily basis. Do not let your body starve. It is also giving your body the signal of survival and the signal of stressful situation. The thing is stress relief supplements, and take those with the help of the doctor. Do not take them without doctor. Leisure activity are those activities that is going to help you out and you enjoy those activities. It could be video game, it could be physical game, it could be volleyball, it could be anything in the ground. It all depends on you. Then positive self-talk is also very important, and you whatever you could do that, just write down those sentences in front of the mirror and talk them to yourself, that I can do this, I come across this, and that was helpful for me. The thing is yoga. Then the thing is gratitude, exercise, like physical activity is important. Evaluation, proper priorities. Sometimes you need to understand that what is important for you. If you do things about according to time, if you have a proper you could say, if you have a proper um, thing to follow, if you have a proper, you could say, schedule to follow, then it is going to help you out to prioritize your property priorities, and do those things that are very important to you in terms of importance, because maybe it could be the household work or you have office work. So you need to understand that which work is very important, and just do those work and then do the other work. So social support is also very important. If you have problems, just go and talk to your friend, just go and talk to your community and eliminate stressor. Try to avoid as much as you can. And for example, you have the stress that you're not going to take good marks in the exam, then why not prepare in the start and study about that and give the exam. So it is going to help you out in every aspect. So that's all for today. And those who have attended, who have any question, those who have we are going to watch, if they have any question, okay, let me go to the Facebook and let me see that do we have anything or not. So basically that's all for today. And thank you so much everybody who came and listened. But I think we have issue with the internet, and this internet is messing. It was messing with my other meetings also. So thank you so much everybody for watching. And if you have any question, if you want to have any kind of webinar, you can in your institution, in your community, and you can reach me out on my email address. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and that's for all for today about the stress management. See you in the next presentation. Bye bye.